You want to point to something, an object right in front of you, and your mind suddenly freezes. Wait, is it this book or these book? And what about the books over there? Is it that books or those books? If you feel a moment of hesitation every time you point, you are not alone. These 4 words, this, that, these, and those, sound similar, and the rules can feel confusing and arbitrary. This confusion is frustrating. It breaks your fluency. Instead of speaking naturally, you pause. You might avoid the word entirely and say, "Can you pass me the book here?" It makes you feel stuck in basic descriptions, unable to do the simple, natural action of pointing with language. But what if I told you there are no confusing rules? What if these are not 4 separate words to memorize, but just one simple system? What if you only need to ask yourself 2 simple questions to always get the right answer every single time? Today, we are going to stop guessing. We are going to install that 2-question system into your mind. You will learn how to use these words automatically so you can finally point and speak with total confidence. Welcome to the English Zen Podcast. Our goal today is to replace that hesitation with a simple, automatic system. As I promised, you don't need to memorize 4 confusing words. You just need to build a mental map that asks 2 simple questions. Let's start with the first, most important question. This question is about location or distance. The question you must ask is the object here, near me, or there, far from me? This is the first step. If the object is here, close to you, you can touch it, or it is right next to you, we use the words that start with THI or THE. We use this and these. Think of here, this, these. They all mean near. Now, if the object is there, it is far away from you, across the room, or on that mountain. We use the words that start with THA or THO. We use that and those. So we have solved half of the problem. Here equals this or these. There equals that or those. Now, how do we know which one of the pair to use? This brings us to the second question. Now we have solved the first half of the puzzle. We know that if it's here, near, we use this or these. If it's there, far, we use that or those. Now we need our second and final question. This question is about quantity. The question you must ask is, am I pointing to one thing, singular, or many things, plural? This is the final piece of the system. If you are pointing to one thing, you must use the words with I or a. This and that. If you are pointing to many things, 2 or more, you must use the words with e. These and those. Now we put the 2 questions together to create our complete, simple map. Is it here, near, plus 1? The answer is this. I like this book. Is it here, near, plus many? These. I like these books. Notice the E sound, these. It is longer for plural. Is it there, far, plus one? The answer is that. I see that car. And is it there, many? Those cars. That's it. The entire system is just those two questions. We now have our complete two-question system for physical objects you can point to. But this system is even more powerful. It also works for abstract ideas and for time as well. The logic is the same. We use this and these for ideas and time that are near us. Near can mean right now in time, or an idea that I am introducing now. For example, this morning was cold. That's time near me. Listen to this. The idea I am introducing now. These are my reasons. We use that and those for ideas and time that are far from us. Far can mean in the past, in time, or an idea that you, the other person, said. I loved 2010. That was a great year. That's far in the past. Or you say, English is hard. I hear what you're saying, but that is not true. Your idea is far from me. Finally, let's talk about a common point of frustration: pronunciation. The most difficult pair is this versus these. This, for one thing, is very short and quick. The I sounds like the I in it. This book. These, for many things, is long and slow. Your mouth smiles. The E sound sounds like the E in cheese. These books. Mastering this sound is a key to clarity. We now have our complete two-question system. Let's put this system into practice. We will not guess. We will analyze the situation using our map. First one. Situation. I am holding one apple in my hand. Let's analyze. Question 1. Location. It is in my hand, so it is here, near. Question 2. Quantity. It is one apple, so it is one. What is the answer for here and one? This. This is my apple. Second one. Situation. I am looking at one car across the street. Analysis. Question 1. Location. It is across the street, so it is there, far. Question 2. Quantity. It is one car, so it is one. What is the answer for there and one? That. That car is red. Third one. Situation. I am looking at some flowers right next to me. They are many flowers. Analysis. Location. They are next to me, so here. Quantity. Many flowers, so many. What is the answer for here and many? These. These flowers are beautiful. Last one. Situation. I am pointing to the mountains in the distance. They are many. Analysis. Location. In the distance, so there. Quantity. Many mountains, so many. What is the answer for there and many? Those. Those mountains are high. That's it. The entire system is just those two questions. That moment of hesitation, that confusion when you try to point, is now gone. It is replaced by a simple, automatic, two-question system. You now know the complete map. Question 1. Is it here or there? Question 2. Is it one or many? With just 2 questions, you can navigate any situation with confidence. This is the goal. The goal is never to memorize 4 separate words. That only creates stress. The goal is to build a calm, intuitive understanding of the system behind the words. Start simple. Just try to notice these words today. Notice this computer in front of you. Notice that building across the street. This is the approach to fluency. Small steps, taken consistently, always lead to big results.
For your practice, leave a comment below using this system. Look around you. Tell me about something this near you or something that far from you. If this lesson brought you a feeling of clarity and calm, please leave a like and activate the notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the English Zen Podcast for more simple, clear guides to essential English. Practice calmly, and I will see you soon.